You know my phone. If you know me, you know my phone is. No matter how many jobs I have, or gigs, or contacts, my phone stay dead. But looking to connect with people that I know in Houston that are needing help, and with the people that I know, hopefully I'll be able to get like baby wraps or just be able to either put my talent to use, my time, or my energy to use in some way to help people. I remember I now my first hurricane was like before that I was in Anchorage. We didn't have none of that flooding stuff. But my first hurricane was Ike, and I remember after Ike how the street lights were out, and where I lived off of Tidwell, they was like, "Oh, don't flood back here. It don't flood, no, no." And the whole thing was flooded up to, I was on the second floor, up to where we were living. So if the water is up here, then the people downstairs got to be flooded. And I remember the things that we were needing, just being able to get a MoneyGram through, to get gas, to get panties, to get, so that my heart goes out to them. I understand what that struggle is. FEMA don't always come through for us like we should, which goes back to the self class. Self class, I've been learning how to deal with other people other than my Aquarian self. That's always one particular way. I'm learning to deal with other personalities and still try to collaborate. Still try to collaborate in a way that works for the advancement of our people. Like, you know, that it sounds great, but when you're working with a bunch of motherfuckers that got bad attitudes, and not all the time, but just saying sometimes, working with a bunch of people that got bad attitudes, and you talking about changing other people, that's not gonna work. So this is cool to see us and our personalities and getting to know people, and it's beautiful. I don't really like to work in groups. I like to work by myself and then bring it to the group and then go back in my cubby. So this is forcing me out of my comfort zone. It's making me ask random people stuff a lot. Hate it. But now I can go up to people and randomly do an interview a little easier than I could maybe 5 or 6 years ago. 5 or 6 years ago, I would have been shaking all in my little boots. But now with getting used to 5 new people and the people that come to class and seeing other people coming to class and helping them with situations and sitting down and talking out situations, and it goes literally for life. It's not just business. It's not just parenting. It's not just how to grow food or homeschooling. Like, I don't know what I was expecting, but this wasn't it. And I learned a lot about just dealing with different energies. So, in the goal and the mission to help ourselves, help one another, help us, help, whatever, you get the point. The goal of us having us to help us, that's just way too many us's. But I want to see people that look like of color, African descent do better. I'm tired of the TV shows that only show us in one light. Like, it shows us that black women can't get along, can't keep a man, can't do nothing but lay on their back and party and be ratchet. Like, that's not fucking true. Like, can we do those things? Yeah, of course. Anyone could. It has nothing to do with race. But why is it so in an uneven and unequal light portrayed that way for black African American women? You know, going back to the Willie Lynch syndrome and all those things that are put in place to keep us fighting against ourselves, and not appreciating ourselves. They took away our spirituality. They took away, who we really are. So, in all of this, in the updates, giving the classes and stuff back, it gives me purpose to not just have a skill. Like, it sucks having a skill like sewing, a doula, or all the things that I do, and not being able to help people on a level where they can help themselves. So, for the month of September, I'm doing a sew along. I'm planning a webinar to teach style, sewing tips, doula tips, survival tips, just all kinds of